Hey guys, I hope everybody's going well. Today we're going to be doing another community event. We're going to be in Discord chatting with the community about some new strategies. I'm going to hide this and say hi to Vlad. Vlad, how you going, mate? Nice to see you.
Hello, David. Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Nice to be here.
Yeah, good to be here. Good to be here. Great. Yep. So today Vlad's going to be taking the show again. I'm going to delegate over to Vlad. He's going to be taking a show. He's going to be doing an elite backtesters event where we go through the best settings. I also have a very interesting new indicator that I found today on TradingView, which actually ChatGPT helped me to find, which has given me some impressive results. So I'll be sharing that one with you guys today. Vlad, I'm going to go straight over to you, mate. Over to you.
Hard job. There you go. Right. Hope you guys have an amazing day today. William, nice circle vlog. Thank you very much. Yeah. Nice to be again in the row of good people. No longer the double ahead side, Cool. So, guys, as you might be aware, I'm sharing my screen as of now. We're also streaming over YouTube and also over X. Welcome to the lab, a new late edition stream within David Tech. First things and foremost, guys, we are not financial advisors. We are just trying to backtest some strategies, some indicators, and of course, share the results with everybody. If you're being approached by somebody which says or implies that's actually me, David, William, or anybody else within the team or any other member, in order to give to him 1 Bitcoin, so he would give back 2, or to invest into some kind of third-party platform or something like that. That's 100% not us. So yeah, stay safe, because within the DMs, unfortunately, we don't have much power. Within the server is 100% clean. So yeah, but still, do not share your credentials anywhere, because yeah, I think you know why.
You know the drill.
Exactly. Also, if you wish to interrupt at any moment to ask any question, you can do so. This is an open mic session. You can also use the chat inside the voice chat. There is a small chat bubble next to the voice chat name, which says open chat, and then you can write your beautiful question right there.
Beautiful.
Also, as you might be aware, this is being recorded over YouTube. So if you don't want to be included inside the recorded event, just mention beforehand or just write in the chat, and we are trying to make sure that it won't happen. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it, guys, with the disclaimers on today's agenda. Now, today, March 10th, hope you guys have an amazing day today. I know that today happens, actually, I think it already started, the GTC by NVIDIA. So if you guys hear something cool, just let us know, because I'm dying to know what's happening with the graphics cards, with AI, with everything else. So yeah, but still, I would still choose to be here. Don't get me wrong. I would definitely prefer to do the show with you guys rather than watching the GTC.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm joking. I'll definitely prefer to watch with you guys and talk to you guys instead of that, because we can also watch that later. So today's agenda pretty stacked. We have the Elite Backtesters meeting, on which I'm going to go through some of the charts. I believe I have like 15 or somewhere within that neighborhood, 13, 15. We have a new AI indicator, which I made. I vibe coded it, and it's quite an interesting one. It's been done, I would guess, like 90%, or depends on how you see the percentage of a product, not really a product, but like a thing being done. I believe it's around 90%, because of course it needs to be turned into a strategy. We're still struggling to make sure it's 100% the strategy respects the exact things that the indicators show, in order to make sure that the rules of the indicator, and which isn't really an indicator, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit later, is just spoiling you guys a little bit so you know what to expect. So we have an AI indicator, which I vibe coded. We do have something about the new boilerplate that David has been cooking for quite a while now. And also, like David mentioned at the beginning, we have a new strategy. I'm not sure if it's going to be on the newer boilerplate or the older one. I believe since we're still working over the new one, it's not going to be. But I believe David will be covering that as well, and talk more about it a little bit later. So, without further talking, let's just move forward with the elite backtesters. It's gonna take me around half a second to just make sure I'm actually streaming the trading view charts. There you go. You should. Oh no, it for some reason it moved. So this one. There you go. Better
All good.
over Discord and also within YouTube and everything. There you go. I hope you guys can see my screen.
We can
And
indeed.
let's just move forward. So for today, guys, we are starting with the strategy on Link on 45 minutes chart time frame. We do have the McGinley trend followers with a performance of 740% profits. As you might see, guys, already TradingView had some UI changes. You can definitely see some new additions. Hopefully,
Yes. Yeah, we had
we
the buy and hold has moved, hasn't it?
exactly.
Yes.
So a little bit change here and there. We also have like a zoomed out mode, which was
Mm-hmm.
available for quite a while, but still, I prefer to use this one because uh, it feels like it's less information, but it's within the same. I mean, it's not that stuffed in pretty much. That's why.
Yeah, we have a
Um,
screenshot mode as well where we can download the image. That's cool. Didn't see that.
Exactly. We do have this small snapshot button over here as well. So yeah, stuff is happening. Make sure to be updated with everything because it's like AI. AI never sleeps. So maximum drawdown 21%, total trades 127, a little bit less than I would say the community minimum average or something like that. It's just whenever I full screen, I would like to not see each unique trade within my equity curve. That's like for a very, very beginner an advice. So he could know like, hey, what would be the minimum trades in order to make sure I'm not building an overfitted strategy and so on. This is pretty much my general advice. Just make sure you don't see each unique trade. However, it's just a simple advice. It could be that the strategy is not overfitted. It could be great. It just doesn't take that many trades. There are not so many conditions in order to actually fire up some trades. Then we have the win rate 65% and a profit factor of 2.1. Performance of the past month looks pretty good. I mean, I don't see anything to make me reason on or actually pausing the strategy in a certain month. So overall, it looks very good. Benchmark wise, our strategy crashes the buy and hold benchmark. For example, if you have bought a link in February 2024, you would be negative 50%. So you'd actually be half within your investment. It's nearby the minimum ever. So if I could. Oh, they even removed. Oh, it's actually here. Yeah, it's here. So they moved the checkbox from here to here. Anyway, small changes. We're learning as we go. So if you have bought over here, you will be over here at the moment. So negative 50%. Other than our strategy, which would be currently about 7 times than the initial investment, of which, of course, the whole compounding, the leverage involved, and so on. Also, on the risk side of things, the minimum would be 0%. So if you have traded the strategy with our if you have traded this strategy within February 11, 2024, you will actually never be negative because the strategy pretty much started with a couple of wins. And it was pretty much in the profits the whole period. And yeah, that's pretty much it with this strategy. Overall, pretty good. It's just not so many trades. Similar to this one, we have a strategy on Ethereum on a 30-minute chart time frame. Nice performance of the past months. I mean, so far the year has been full of wins. Unfortunately, so far, I mean, we are still just 10 days in within March. So there are still like 20 days in order to develop to maybe turn the currently month performance into green. And we have the strategy, McGinley trend followers as well, if I remember correctly, that's true, with a performance of 500%, maximum drawdown just 15%, which is quite good. It's a little bit below the community average. I guess the community average would be around 20 to 25%. So if you want to risk a little bit more, again, not financial advice, but if you want to do so, you can maybe try to tune up a little bit the strategy by either adjusting the leverage. Currently, it's doing about 14%. I don't know if it's dynamic leverage or fixed, but currently, or the last time it was using 14, or some more position sizing. It's 100% up to you. Total trade is 118, a little bit lower than expected. I mean, I can see each unique trade, and again, TradingView for some reason it's showing me the 27th trade as being the first one. For some reason, not sure why it's doing that. Anyway, so again, the equity curve looks pretty good. A little bit flat here recently, but then also we can see the performance over March isn't the best ever. So that's why the red month. Also in the I cannot scroll down. Okay, now I can. Wow, I mean, I'm not so sure on
Like a
these
noob,
changes, to
mate.
be honest. Yeah, just let me move. There you go. The performance of the buy and hold, we can definitely see is pretty much going sideways and then eventually to the bin. Also, our strategy is pretty much in a whole category. We have currently about 500% profits with a maximum ever of 550. Also, minimum ever was 0%. So our strategy started pretty much winning from the day zero. Next, we have a strategy on mantle on 37 minutes chart time frame. You might ask, if you are new within our community, why is it 37 and not 30, 45, like we definitely see over here? So we are doing this. So for example, for some small cap coins, we struggle sometimes to find liquidity. If, for example, there are 1 million traders which do set up a strategy or something within the same time, and there is a high risk that everybody uses, for example, at least 99% of the people are actually using these strict intervals of 1 hour, 30 minutes, 45, and so on. You could actually have some liquidity problems because everybody's jumping in a trade at the same time. If you move a little bit forward or previously to the exact time frame, for example 40 or 37 like here, whatever, you have a high chance to actually not have any liquidity problems. I believe within Bitcoin and some of the bigger coins, you actually don't have such problems, so you can trade safely, I would say. But again, it really depends on the market activity and so on. But for smaller coins, for example, like here, Mantle and maybe Link and maybe LDO and maybe Doge and so on, I would definitely recommend to try to optimize your strategies on a more custom time frame, so you could actually make sure you have all the liquidity available. Cool. Next, we have the Trendwho strategy with a quite good performance of the past months. Again, I don't see any month to pause really. Also, the equity curve looks pretty good. I mean, I don't see, it's not even like flat or something like that. It's pretty much shooting up from the day zero. And again, I don't see the very first trade. There you go, still the same thing. With a performance of 1,800% profits, maximum drawdown 25%, total trades 319. We have the win rate of 56% and the profit factor 1.45. Benchmark wise, again, currently you'll be still up 7%. So if you have bought in January 2024, you'll still be around here to the zero level. I'm not sure if you guys can see, that's how little it is. So you must definitely choose which team you'll actually be, the team green, the algo traders, or the buy and hold, the holders, which would be the blue team. And yeah, other than that, our strategy is pretty much in a whole other category rather than buying to hold. Next one, we have Link with a 1 hour chart time frame. We have the Super F dead. It's a mix between two very good indicators. We have the performance of 470%. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Again, I'm not sure why TradingView doesn't show anymore the very first trade. such a shame because it's quite of good of a charting service, but for some reason it's these very small bugs that ruin a little bit the experience, but whatever. So the performance 480%, maximum drawdown 35%, a little bit higher than our community standard. So definitely consider to maybe turn down the leverage from 13 maybe to like 10, 9, and so on until you achieve something that you're very comfortable with. Also, you can do that with the position sizing as well. So for example, if you have a lower initial capital, uh, no, sorry, the other way around. If you have a higher initial capital, you can tune down the position sizing and still be fine, because also you must keep in mind that there are some minimum orders that have to be filled in. For example, for Bitcoin, you must trade a fraction of Bitcoin, including the leverage. So, for example, if Bitcoin is at 70K, your minimum order should be around 71 USDT. That's including leverage, position sizing, pretty much everything, just making sure that you do achieve and check with your exchange the minimum orders. Total trades 185. We have the win rate of 53% and a profit factor 1.46. Equity curve looked pretty well. I mean, I see here some sideways, but unfortunately, since August, it was a little bit sideways, so not much profit made since then. Performance of the past months. I mean, here we have this October, which pretty much ruined a little bit our strategy, negative 13%. Then we had 1%, 0%, 2%, then 13. So pretty much made up for the losses. And then unfortunately, March again hit for these just 10 days in with a negative 10%. There is still some time for this strategy to pick up, like more than half of the time is still left for the candle, for the monthly close of the performance of the past months. So yeah, overall, very optimistic. Buy and hold again, guys. You choose team green or team blue. In the benchmark wise, again, we are doing way better. We are currently at 480%, maximum over 600, rather than on the buy to hold. If you have bought Link in February 2024, you would be negative 34% ever, currently just positive 13%. Performance of the past months, I don't see anything too bad. Maybe October starts to maybe pick up as being like a bad month. So maybe you could consider to actually pause October if you decide to actually trade live with this strategy.
Ooh.
Next, we have Mantle again with a 45-minute chart time frame. We do have the Heikin-Ashi T3, which is a strategy which uses the Heikin-Ashi formula. So never use the Heikin-Ashi candles. Always use the normal candles. This one uses the hollow candles. It's still fine. The open, high, close, and low are still the same, so it's completely fine.
Impressive
Uh,
backtest.
yeah, I mean, I was stuck at it. I was looking to find something bad, but yeah, I mean, minimum periods of like sideways, but nothing really to worry about. Just a couple of months, maybe sideways, and then shooting up for the stars.
Yep.
Returning a little bit on the Heikin-Ashi, so our strategy uses some math to actually calculate the entry and exit for the perfect Heikin-Ashi candles. For example, if you have a flat top short candle, that means it's a perfect shorting candle. If you have a flat bottom, yeah, flat bottom, uh, that's bad. If you have a flat bottom Heikin-Ashi candle, that's a perfect candle for long. That will be the core idea of the Heikin-Ashi candles. However, the performance looks extremely good, 1,500% profits. We have the maximum drawdown of 25%, which is quite good again within the community's average, I would guess. Total trades 492. There's actually some room for maybe some small fine tuning, maybe achieving maybe 400 trades, maybe try to reduce the maximum drawdown to like 20%. Also, maybe increasing the profits, but either of the two, increasing the profits or lowering the maximum drawdown, it will be perfectly fine if you achieve just one of the two. Win rate 54% and a profit factor of 1.5. Performance of the past months, I mean, looks pretty good. I mean, again, I don't see anything alarming. Also, benchmark wise, we are doing so much better. For example, in January 2024, if you have bought at that time some mantle, you would be just up 13% rather than our strategy 1500%. That's of course taking every trade religiously with the fees, with the compounding, with the everything. You could have achieved these results. Cool. Up next, let's move this down a little bit. Yes, this is the first one. Next, we have the coin of LDO on 30 minutes chart time frame and the XMA strategy with the performance of 280%, maximum drawdown 70%, total trades 89, a little bit lower than the community, I would guess, average, or at least in my opinion. Again, same discussion. If you can see each unique trade, maybe you should consider to have some more trades. Maximum drawdown pretty low. I mean, under the community average. Maybe if you want to take this to trade it live, maybe you could risk a little bit more in order to achieve some better results in the profits. Win rate 56% and a profit factor 1.65. Let's see the buy and hold very quickly. Again, goes to the bin. Our strategy would be currently 280% rather than the buy and hold negative 77%. There's also a question, is there somewhere to find some V5 strategies that are not on devita.com, such as Wolf and Bear, for example? Wolf and Bear is definitely on the website. What I could advise you is to take a look here, add strategies to TradingView, on which you can just write at the top Wolf, and then you're going to select that particular strategy, enter your TradingView ID, and you should be fine. Let us know if you encounter any issue. Also, to find the strategies, make sure you go here in the indicators and invite only. Sometimes it's either in the alphabetical order or at the bottom, there's also the one starting with a rocket emoji. So it's one of the two. Also, make sure if you add a strategy to refresh TradingView so it gets the newer data. That's pretty much self-explanatory, I suppose. Cool. Next strategy on Bitcoin. We have the Super Metro. Wow, I haven't seen this one in a while. That's very cool. On a 130 minutes chart time frame. Again, same discussion why there is no like 2 hours flat. Maybe it was optimized better for 130, or maybe it's a liquidity issue. However, Bybit with BTC, it should be fine. Performance 651%, maximum drawdown 27%, total trades 390. Maybe you could filter it a little bit more just to get rid of this initial flat momentum over here, and maybe some of the drawdowns over here, maybe these ones as well. Win rate 48% and the profit factor 1.36. Buy and hold benchmark, let's see very quickly. Currently just 21% in buying in March 2021. So quite below the standard banking system, which this one, the 21% is pretty much achieved in like 3 years, close to 4 years, depending from where you actually live. And our strategy over 650%. Just so you guys can see the chart as well. Again, you guys choose team green or team blue. Next, we have a strategy on Doge, 30 minutes chart time frame. We have again XMA. We have a profit of performance profit, whatever, 376%, maximum drawdown 24%. Total trades 47, a little bit low. So there are some chances of this strategy to be actually overfit. The trades will be pretty much cherry picked, and the conditions of actually firing a trade would or with one of the two would never happen. So you might never see any trade,
It
or
says
they were just
just
cherry picked.
above.
That's it.
It says just above it in the notes, it's 165 trades. Please check the full history.
Yes, but the full history, since we're on a 30 minutes chart, I mean, we can definitely
No,
check out.
I just
It wouldn't refer to the
Operator.
other strategies. That's it. Yeah, of course, operator with
The
his
man.
very, very good uh, post notice. How should I call them? Like the ones you put on the fridge. Uh,
Wow.
whoa. Oh,
Wow.
okay. I should stop talking smack about the strategies until I do the entire history then. Wow, quite impressive. So 87,000% performance in 5 years, 4 years and a half. With the
Wow.
split strategies and big
And
tactics, there
only
have been more trades.
26.
It's more about the relationship between time available and how many trades. For example, you are on a 30 minutes chart, you have the history of about 4 years or something like that. It really depends also on the coin if there is any history available. So in the end, if you take on average, you'll still be either too low or too many trades, which I don't think it exists. It's just the opportunity of actually trying to filter. However, on this one, for example, 2021, 5 years, 165 trades, 1,500 days. So that's pretty much a trade each 10, 11 days on average, which isn't the end of the world by any means.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, looks pretty good. The
I mean, look at
performance
the drawdown.
lately
Only
isn't the best, but yeah,
26%.
true.
26% for 87,000. I'll take it. If it works in live trading, of course.
True. Also, the other data changed as well. Win rate 54% and profit factor of 2.11. Cool. So going next, we do have the performance of rune over 30 minutes. We have the silent surge with a performance of 75%, maximum drawdown 18%, total trade 73, the win rate 50%, and a profit factor 1.37. Should we do another check? Maybe. Let's
Let's
see.
go.
Until it loads, checking very, very quickly the buy and hold and the buy and hold and the strategy performance. Of course, our strategy is way better. It's pretty much the other way around. There you go. The silent surge with 4,400% in a matter of, again, about 5 years, 4 years and a half, about.
Mm-hmm.
Maximum drawdown 25%, total trade 317, the win rate 58%, and a profit factor of 1.48. I mean, looks pretty good in my opinion. Again,
Same stuff.
some fine work done by Soperator.
Yes.
Next, another fine work by Soperator, as I can see. Maybe we're going to check the entire history very soon. We have AVE on 45 minutes share time frame. We have the AI versus the Ninja Turtle with a performance of 900%, maximum drawdown 26%, total trace 205, the win rate 57%, and a profit factor 1.46. Performance of the past months, I can definitely see a pattern of October, so maybe it could be an idea to actually pause October. Let's actually see if that's actually a good idea or not. Let's go to the full history and try to mouse over previous Octobers as well to check out. So we have 2025, 24. Let's see 23. I believe AVE has that much data. So quite impressive as well. Let's see 2023 October. Yeah, I mean, overall looks pretty good. 700. Actually, no. It's down pretty much 20%. I mean, 20% if you just do the math, 700 minus 674. About so. Let's see a previous October as well. So here 332. So this one is definitely better. So yeah, could be an idea to not pause it, but the previous three ones were showing us to pause. So maybe it could be an idea to do so. The new performance from 2021, about middle of the year, we have 8,800%, maximum drawdown 26%, total trades 421, the win rate 57%, and a profit factor 1.47. Unfortunately, the strategy didn't do quite well in the last month, in the last 25 days, but still, just put it into incubation and see how it goes in the future. Maybe it's just having like a rough time. Again, you can check also the previous March as well to see if it's actually a pattern or not. Also, buy and hold, there isn't much to talk about. Next, we have AVAX on 45-minute chart time frame with strategy flash profit. We have 1,500% profits, maximum drawdown 27%. We have the total trades close to 400. That's quite good. Then we have the win rate of 51% and a profit factor of 1.35. You can definitely see that July hasn't been the best ever in 2025 and 2024. And also the buy and hold negative 70% rather than our strategy 1,500%. And the last one for today, guys, we have Atom on 1 hour. We have the T3 Nexus plus the stiffness, which is one of the best strategies within Davidtech. We have the performance of 2,000, or about 2,000%, maximum drawdown 25%, total trades 518, win rate 50%, and a profit factor of 1.58. Equity curve looks pretty good. I mean, lately, since 1st of March, it started to look a little bit better right from 5th of March. So just leave it for a couple of weeks and see how it goes. You are going to definitely see some trades in the very near future. Like, for example, here we have the history of 2 years and 2 months. So it's like 800 days. So it's pretty much a trade on each 2 days. It really depends on the market activity. Also, benchmark currently, if you have bought Atom in 2023, you would be negative 81% rather than our strategy 2000% with the compounding, with leverage, with the commissions, with everything included. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, for the elite backtesters. If you have any questions, thank you very much. It's actually the people which submitted that are very cool, not myself.
Yes.
I just arranged everything and did read some numbers. That's pretty much it.
Well, you did a very good job of it, Vlad.
Yeah, I guess so, half, you know. But still, the people that actually optimize these charts are the ones that should be congratulated. And yeah, so far, so good. Now, the other main topic for today would be the indicator that I've been working for quite a while now. I mean, I haven't worked on it in the last couple of weeks because I was busy with some other stuff within the community. But still, I pretty much left it to run. So let me just drag and drop it inside next to the other charts. So here we have a strategy which pretty much uses, if I'm not mistaken, Gemini. I basically tried to reverse engineering how Gemini would actually trade with pure reasoning by just having the candle data and volume. So I think I've done it GPT, and this is Gemini. Yes, it should be Gemini. So this one will be Gemini. About 18th of February. So it's pretty much close to 1 month already, like 20 days, somewhere in that neighborhood. And yeah, so far the performance, I believe I left it. Unfortunately, I don't have the screenshot, but I think I left it around 91% win rate, which, to be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of it because I thought this one might be repainting or maybe having something bad or something broken, and I just left it. And to my surprise, the win rate actually improved. It's actually 92%. So that's pretty amazing. Again, slow horses, guys. We must turn it into a strategy, apply the David type boilerplate, see if everything is doing okay, and so on. Because it's a little bit different. So this strategy actually aims to have an entry point, and then whenever the entry point, so excuse me, first it does the entry point, the take profit, and the stop loss. It pretty much predicts the future trade, and then if we can not if we can actually tune up how many candles we can wait in order for the trade to actually fill or to invalidate. For example, we are on a 5 minute chart time frame. We want to invalidate after 1 hour if the price doesn't get to our entry level in order to have printed the trade, to have fired the trade, and also have the take profit and the stop loss, because the strategy actually has a take profit and a stop loss logic as well. So if the invalidation happens, there is no trade. We can see over here currently there are 250 invalidated trades. There are 154 field trades. And yeah, I mean, the stats are pretty amazing if you ask me. Some of the stuff it's a little bit unknown to me as well, because again, I'm not a coder. I do not know how to bind script. It's the AI that coded pretty much everything. But yeah, with the new release of the newer boilerplate that David has in plans, I definitely believe that we can have, for example, this indicator coded and being offered as a strategy to the David Tech community. Something
Yep.
with AI, finally.
Looking forward to it. Yeah, it's good. It is good.
I mean, it doesn't have AI because it's within TradingView. You cannot have AI within TradingView, but it's not using conventional indicators like moving averages, RSI, and something like that. No, it's basically purely reasoning behind price data, candle data.
Yep.
So yeah, this would be the one for today. Today was Gemini. I also have GPT and Grok finished, on which I'm going to show the next one tomorrow.
Nice.
Thank you
Cool.
very much for listening to me to my segments. David, would you like to talk a little bit more of your working?
Yeah, sure. Let me just share my screen as well. Not huge ones today, guys, but just a couple of updates. I've been working also on some strategies in the background. Let me try and find the entire screen there. There it is, entire screen. It's this one here. Okay, so I'm going to move this off to there like that. I'm going to close this here. Okay. I think I'm good. I need to share also on Discord. Let's go over to Discord here. Discord, and we need to do entire screen here as well, and we're good to go. Right, okay, so I've been trying to build MCP servers. Well, I haven't, not trying, I have successfully been building MCP servers and importing data directly into TradingView, directly into ChatGPT, Claude, and all the other ones. I thought I'd give ChatGPT 5.4 a whirl with thinking, and asked it to go through the list of, I've got the most humongous list of indicators that could technically work with our NNFX style trading system. So I asked it to come up with a list of like four indicators, plus we're going to be using ATR bands and things like that. And it came up with these ones here. I told it not to use the conventional indicators that we generally use, because, and I put all of this in the actual logic of the not just the prompt, but the actual, I used, what do you call them, the groups at the side here, where you can put in a bit of logic before. So these are the indicators that it's come up with. It's the Mavidium W trend direction, which is the first indicator. That's going to be giving us our trend direction. Now, if I go here, which is this one here, I believe. There it is. Okay, so this is going to be giving us our trend direction. Mavillium W, a new indicator that we've never used before. It looks very much like a T3 when you look at it. I mean, it's very good, very, very good. I'm not going to say it's very good because we haven't actually forward tested it at all, but on back testing, it looks very good. Uses the WMA. So when you look at the code here, the WMA, so the weighted moving average here. And as you can see, it uses multiple WMAs and then creates a singular one here from the 5th to the 4th all the way here, so you can see how this works in the logic. We also have a color logic as well, which is the kind of the momentum. If the close of that how would we call this, moving average is higher than the previous one, it goes blue. So we've actually added that as well. I haven't seen as much effect from just this blue and redness. The actual being below it or being above it actually is more important. And then we had this one here from, I think it's Black Cat, which is, I believe, is one of the best indicator developers on TradingView. If you go here, I think it's called Black Cat. This one here, I think he uses, well, you can actually tell that he uses almost the same sort of method as us. Oh, sorry, somebody's coming through. Is that William? William,
please continue, David.
Okay, cool. Yeah, great. So Black Cat uses the same sort of trend following strategies as we do. He has L1, L2. So L1 is the trend follower, so sort of the same as what we got up here. L2s are our confirmation indicators, and then I think the L3s are his own sort of twist to the actual trading strategies. So he's got lots of them, so I'd love to backtest some more of these because they certainly always seem to be very, very good. His coding is excellent, so I will be backtesting a couple more of these. So he's built this one here. Now, the actual line comes up as we break above this. It's very much like an RSI or a statistic RSI. When red goes over green and we go above this yellow line, we're looking for longs here, and it goes pink in the background. As you can see, that does an absolute perfect entry here, but we're still waiting for the confirmation from from our trend direction. And then the other way around, it does look very, very good as well here. As you can see, as we broke over the overbought section, looks very, very good as well. Now mix this in with the normalized volume, which we use just to make sure there's enough volume in the market. Whether it is bullish or bearish, we're looking for longs or short. We're just looking for green candles. The reason is it's just telling you that there is more volume in the market. The red ones we keep away from. And I think that was it. Oh no, we had one last one which I've used lots and had a lot of success with, which is the range filter indicator here. Now the range filter indicator, I think we found this like probably in the first months of David Tech. It was the guy who did Vu Manchu, I think, if I remember rightly. He was, I think, selling this indicator.
Vu Manchu.
Yeah, I think he was selling this indicator, and we found that it was actually just an open source indicator under Donovan Wall, who actually originally built it. So pretty cool indicator. We've had a lot of success with it. And I've just used this for a little bit more confirmation. So that's the setup. And let me go over to AVAX USDT. Now I developed this morning and spent maybe an hour optimizing it. And these are the backtesting results that I've come up with. As you can see, we have 26% max drawdown. I'm not even sure what I did as leverage. Leverage is at 5. I actually think it's on dynamic leverage. Let's have a look here. Very, very quickly. I've put it onto dynamic leverage most probably. Dynamic leverage maximum 20. I can take it down to 10 if you want afterwards. But we have 13,000% return. 26% max drawdown. 406 closed trades. Profit win rate is a bit low at 45%, but we do have big wins in comparison to the actual stop losses. When you look at the size of the stop losses in comparison, we're looking at a risk to reward. I suppose I could have just gone into the boilerplate, but let's just show you anyway. Risk to reward here using the ATR bands, obviously. We're looking for a risk to reward of 3 on those ones there. I think that's so very, very good looking indicator, and we've had a couple of wins in a row most recently yesterday. So we had 1, 2. Oh, we had a couple. Actually, we've had a couple since I even built the thing. Let me have a look here. We had and stop loss. We hit the stop loss earlier today. We took a trade afterwards after I built it, because I built it in the morning and there was a trade there. And this one was already open and closed. Well, closed before I started building properly. So as you can see, we have 1 win, 1 loss. So yeah, looking good. Unexpected because of the backtesting result is at 46%. Let's have a look at the benchmark very quickly. Benchmark, come on. There we go. We have benchmark here. If you would be holding AVAX USDT since the beginning of time, all the way back to 2022, you'd be currently down 82%. With this strategy, you'll be up 13,600 and whatever it was. No, 13,253%. So pretty impressive. I'm pretty excited to try this on other coin pairs. Completely new indicators, ones that I've never ever tested before. So looking forward to getting this one out to you guys. And yeah, I just saw that there's a question. I'm going to answer that question from Michelin. Watched you guys' video for setting up the alerts with the trigger trade. Okay, Michelin, have you got access to the David Tech website? And is there a reason? Because the best way to do it is to use Simplebot if you're using David Tech. Because Simplebot, I'll show you very quickly. Let me see if I'm logged in very quickly to David Tech. Unless there's a reason. Oh, hold on. William, you're echoing through me. Just bear with me. Right, let me go over here. Simplebot. Okay, I'm going to show you how to set up very quickly through David Tech. Here, very quickly. I think that William's adding the Simplebot to Trigger Trade in the next couple of days, so you'll be able to do this directly through Trigger Trade as well. So this is the easiest way for you to do this. If you haven't got access to the David Tech website and you don't want, if there's any... Yes, you can still use the David Tech website. Yes, absolutely. So we go over to here. We click on the cog over here. William will be adding this to Trigger Trade as well. So if you're wanting to keep your API codes on your computer instead of on the actual site, you can do this here. You can do it directly on Trigger Trade as well. So you go over to here. You click live trading. You set today's date just here like this. Then you click Simplebot. Safety take profit, safety stop loss. You can enter your Telegram ID here. You don't have to. What that does is it allows you to connect for debugging. I would suggest that you do it. I won't go through it today. Go over to the David Tech signal bot over here. You click on David Tech strategies. You click there. There's a video normally that pops up there. You'll be able to watch to see this again. You click here. You choose your exchange. I'm going to use test. You're going to give your bot a name. Anything will do. No spaces or anything like that. And then you go over, obviously you have to set up your API keys. To do that, you have to go over to my exchanges over here and set up your API keys. Then you literally copy this here. Now I'm not going to save it because it's got this in it. I'm not going to save it. That doesn't make any difference because that's nothing really. My API keys are safe over here. So this here, I'm going to copy. I just clicked it, it copied it. We're going to go back over here. We're going to press OK, and then we're going to go over to the alerts. Going to press click alert here. We want fill orders only. Same as chart. We want open-ended alerts unless you want to program it so that it ends within a month so you can come back and re-add them. Webhook notifications just here. And we're going to press, they've changed the message. Okay, that's all right then. They've changed it. Okay, I thought it went missing. So they've changed it today. So this now is new, so you actually do use open-ended. This is new. It wasn't like this until this morning, I don't think. Well, it certainly wasn't on mine. Click this here. Go give it an alert name. So I'm going to press test. You copy and paste that in there. It will say to you that there's a problem, but there isn't a problem. The thing is it's here. And what it does is it takes information that you've just added into the boilerplate about the stop losses and all of that. You press apply, and that will set everything up. You go back to the David Tech website. The thing I won't do is you press activate, and that will activate the bot on your exchange, ready to go, and will 100% work. Trigger trade is faster execution than yes, it is. Trigger trade is faster, without a doubt. Trigger trade has two huge advantages. Number one is David Tech obviously is going to go over, and let me go back over here. So David Tech obviously is going to go over and get the APIs from the server. As if you use Trigger Trade, it encrypts the APIs and puts them directly onto your computer or onto your TradingView account. So it is quite a lot faster, a couple of seconds faster, not a couple of seconds, a good second faster. And also, there's that one thing that we've always pushed for is to have keeping your own API keys on your computer. So that's why Trigger Trade. So Simple Bot, I believe, will be added very, very soon, Will, if I remember rightly. I can't hear you because you're not on. Just bear me 2 seconds, William. Let me just work out why I can't hear you again.
I said it should be.
We can hear you over Discord.
Okay, we can hear him. Good. Okay, fantastic.
I
can hear you now.
Should be added by either by this evening or tomorrow. Tomorrow at latest. I'm just updating the website at the moment.
Fantastic. Yep. There's a little video there, guys, to watch, so you can see how to do it on the David Tech website. You go over here on the second step here, I think it is here, video guide. If I go back, which shows you how to set everything up. Okay, clear, thanks. No problem whatsoever. Very sorry if it took a little bit longer for us to go through it. Maybe we should do these once. I know that we're generally the same guys beating up every evening, so I don't want to bore you with it. So I'm going to be also doing a live session at the end of the month. I know a lot of you have already signed up for it. Let me share the link with you guys. I'm going to do a live session where we go through all of these kind of things at the end of the month. But I'm going to first have to stop sharing screen, I guess. But that's all from me, guys. Perfect. Let me remove my screen from here and remove my screen from over here. And I'll share the link with you guys. Did I just disconnect? No, I didn't. Right, okay, I'm going to just share with you guys very quickly the link to the workshop at the end of the month, where we'll go through how to choose best strategies. I'll also be doing things like sharing with everybody the hot or not and things like that as well. So you'll be able to see how you can get all the access to the hot or not strategies. 6 a.m. Oh, wow. Yes. Have a great time. Speak to you soon. No problem. Right, guys. Vlad, is that it? No, not quite.
We still have a couple of mentions to do. Of course, the most profitable members within our community. One of them would be actually Fishing. He was selected as one of the top 1% or 1.3% in the Bybit competitions in the past. You can definitely see his algo trading journey within his Trade Harbor page as well. I believe is the link /fishing in order to check out his portfolio evolution. Also, Trigger Trade, very reliable bot service to use the David Tech strategies to connect your exchanges. Trade Harbor, like I spoke of it earlier, is made by one of our members. And of course, you can track your portfolio and see others as well if they made it publicly available. For example, Phishing did, the owner of the service, you can basically watch his portfolio live, like for example within this picture. And also a huge thank you to 2bit for being close to our community, and make sure you do check out, guys, the 2bit room within our Discord. There are a couple of promotions available, and there will be a couple of others as well.
Perfect.
Next for tomorrow, Yuli will be back again with the Monday indicator, which he'll turn into a strategy. I'm going to present another AI indicator which I made. It's the second out of 3. Also, David will be joining with a bot or not session if the time is available. I can see him shaking the head.
Yeah, no,
And of
bot
course,
or
a
not.
couple of more news.
I
And
love
yeah,
doing the bot
that's-
or not. You know I do.
Yeah, as well. Sharing opinions. We are very good about it, you know? All right, guys, if you have any other question, we'll be more than happy to answer. If not, we would like to wish you a very good evening. And also, we are going to see each other again at a similar time tomorrow.
Very nice meeting everybody. Nice meeting. Yes, nice saying hi to everybody. Sorry, guys, I got a bit confused there. Thanks for joining us. Yes, we'll be here at the same time tomorrow, guys. Vlad, brilliant. Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you very much, everybody. See you soon.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.